Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Sean O'Connell YouTube channel. Today what we're doing is I'm going to show you guys how to reverse level your truck without spending any money. Yeah, that's right, $0. Yeah, that's right, $0 will have to be spent to do this mod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to, I'm going to show you guys how much it takes out by removing the rear block. I'll measure it with a measuring tape and show you guys that. Obviously I'm going to take the tires out of the bed, but just want to give you guys a good how-to tutorial on how to reverse level your truck for zero money. So basically what we're going to be doing is just removing the rear block. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so we're under the truck. I want to show you guys some components. So this is what's called the leaf spring, and this is the block that we're going to be removing. All right, so what you want to do first is you want to loosen all four of these nuts from the U-bolts, and then take them off, leave the U-bolts in place. And then basically what you want to do is you want to take a block of wood and put it with your jack, and then jack the leaf spring up. Once you jack the leaf spring up enough, you'll be able to slide that block out. So the block does have a little pin that holds it in place, so you may have to get some extra room in between the leaf spring and where the block is, but you should be able to pick it up and move it back. All right, so after you have removed some of the U-bolt nuts, I only did the rear two and I was able to get it to work. You don't have to do all four. You're gonna take a jack, and then basically what you wanna do is you wanna take a jack, take a 2x4 and push it up on the leaf spring. So you can see where we're pushing up on the leaf spring, and then jack it up a little bit. Basically you wanna be able to jack it up. You can see those two little guiding pins that I was talking about on the leaf spring, and you should be able to pick the block up out here. Be very careful as you're grabbing this, because if your jack slips or falls for some reason, this can crush your hand. So I would recommend either blocking your jack off so it can't go down if you have one of those kits, or you could use something kind of similar to a jack stand and support this so you don't smash your hand. This is what the block looks like whenever you remove it. So it sits in here like this. You can just push it out from either way. And then what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to lower the jack, and then on the rear end, so like on this part, there are two indentions, and you basically want to line up the rear axle with these two guiding pins. And you can do that by moving the rear end back and forth. And then after you get those lined up, you want to basically put this back on and tighten the U-bolts. So I'm going to lower it down now. All right, so after you lower down the jack to let the tension off the leaf spring, you may see that there's a gap in between here. What you can do is, with the jack still supporting it a little bit, you can roll the tire back and forth, and it'll basically get it to where those two guiding pins that are in the leaf spring will fall into place. And then you can put these nuts back on the U-bolts and then tighten this back up. And then you basically repeat the process for the other side. All right, so this is what it'll look like when it's done. As you can see, it still has a slight rake, but if you're planning on doing a leveling kit like I am, I'm gonna do a 2.5 inch in the front, and then the front will sit just ever so slightly above the rear whenever you come out to measure it. So thanks for watching. Check out the next video where I put a 2.5 inch leveling kit on the front of this truck, and then stuff some 35, 12, 50, 20s under it on the stock wheels.